blessing of just having life. You know what I'm saying? Just the blessing, just having life again, having another chance at life when they could have went the other way for you. So I tell you, I don't take that for granted no more. I used to be like, shit, let me get up and move around before something else try to get me.
Yeah.
I want to be in the best shape to fight. You know what I'm saying? The fight, whatever it is that's coming. So I just try to stay on guard. I don't never let my guard down, like, as far as that's concerned. So that's why I get up and get it.
Well, you know, when you put God first in everything you do, He gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Just like He healed your body, that was God. That was nobody but God.
We was just talking about that.
Right.
Like, shut up.
He
I
put
said,
people
I
in
said,
place for what you need at the time that you need it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. No doubt. Like a mug, you line them up, man. You line them up.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, when I was saying about, they asked me who took care of me or whatever, who did I have, found. So I said, sometimes you don't need all that. You just put who you need in place. Like I said, the usual suspects. I said, they know who they are. That's why I said, the usual suspect, Mom Lou, you, Rick, Rock, Champ, Chuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, Charlene, yeah, I call it, they say, who usual suspect? That's when I said, usual suspect. I mean, you got that core base, and then you got whoever else he sent to you, and then that's all you need, really, like, you know what I'm saying? But then you got other people, too, that work on the outside that pray for you.
Yeah.
They don't even get to you. That, you know what I'm saying? You don't see. Because I was getting calls from a lot of people. I was getting calls from Auntie Shirley used to call me all the time, too.
Yeah.
Corey and Randy, all them check on Tina, check on, you know what I'm saying? They be on me. Of course, Crazy Nat has been on. Melissa, used to check on me a lot too. But it was cool. And I used to get like texts and phone calls and stuff like that. And then you got some people who even when Rick first got it, I was scared as shit and I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? When he first got it and shit, and I was like, oh shit, that's Rick. You know what I'm saying? And then we're like, he was getting stuck with needles that long and all that stuff, man. I used to be like, oh my God, that's terrible. And just, it was a lot. People be talking, it's a lot.
It is, man. It is. Especially when
people don't understand.
When you replaying it in your mind.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? And when you sleep and you replaying it in your head, you wake up, you think you still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He ain't lying.
That's crazy.
He ain't lying. You
jump up like that. You have to remember that you're not in the hospital.
He ain't lying. Oh my
you
God.
You had the tooth in your
I had surgery Thursday morning. Tired to tell you. I went in surgery, came out. She said it looked like when I woke up from surgery, like I was like a spring chicken. Like, hey, listen, I stayed up the whole day from when I got out of surgery. When I got home, I stayed up the whole day until I went to sleep at 6:30 the next morning.
They gave you propofol?
Yes. Hell yes. Huh?
Aren't you scared?
No, I was just up.
Huh? That's the white milk. That's what killed Michael Jackson. When you wake up, you feel like you've been asleep forever.
Forever.
That must be the stuff they gave you when I had my colonoscopy.
The white milk. Yeah,
I stayed
It
up.
was white and she was.
I was texting Tyra.
The white milk. That's what they call it.
I was texting Tyra. And she usually up all night. She be texting me and I'm asleep, getting ready for my workout. But I was texting her and I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm woke, hello, I'm woke.
Right.
Like 4:35. So 6:30 I finally fell asleep, right?
Yeah.
So I fell asleep with my what I fly with, the pillow you fly with on your neck.
That's my comfort. That's why you have around my neck all the time.
I fell asleep with that on and 10:30 hit. 10:30 hit, and I know I was supposed to travel. I was supposed to get in the bed and travel. That's a nice shirt, man. And 10:30 I was about to travel.
We ain't gonna discuss them toys, but go ahead.
10:30 I got jumped up. Look, like I was still in the hospital. I was but then I started and I felt my chest. I jumped up so fast I forgot I had surgery. Yeah. And then my chest and my neck and stuff. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, it's a war. I said, oh, it's a war.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying, like, it goes back to saying, like, you think about it so much. You like, even when you're not in that mug, you like, you know what I'm saying? It's up. We used to talk about too the effects of the chemotherapy and stuff like that, and how it lingers, how it destroys your system. You don't come out unscathed. You know what I'm saying? You don't come out unscathed. You don't come out on the other end. You come out of it, but you don't. It's gonna be a trade off somewhere. Your motor skills, your something you can think it but can't react.
Right.
You always a step. Like I was telling her, I feel like I'm getting better, but I'm like I'm a step behind. You know what I'm saying? Like
a step behind what everybody else.
Yeah.
You talk about healthy people.
Yeah. No.
What he used to do.
Yeah. Because I used to think I was ahead, like light years ahead. You know what I'm saying? But now you like, hold on, man. This ain't firing like you used to. It ain't, you can't fire off like you used to.
Right.
That's gonna take time. Your body has to heal.
Yeah.
But I still go through it though, after 11 years though.
That's what they said, and I was about to tell you that too. Hold on, because somebody just sent this out.
You still go through what?
And I'm about to tell you right here. I'm gonna tell you. This was somebody, and that's why I'm glad.
And how you react to things and stuff like that. And then like you be talking and you just forget your whole sentence. You just go blank and you can't remember. And then it's frustrating because you be like, damn, what I was saying again?
They call it chemo brain.
Yeah.
I remember I was in when I first found out about that, I was in infusion, in treatment during chemo, and I was talking one time, and I was having a conversation with this lady, with one of the ladies, and I said, "Dang, I forgot what I wanted to say." She said, "Oh, it's chemo brain." I said, "What is that?"
Well, that must be
she said,
COVID brain too. Look like any sickness maybe that could
but
affect you.
But what chemo does, it destroys all cells, good and bad.
Right, right.
It goes through just smashing stuff. It goes through just like whatever you got. So you're gonna leave, there's gonna be collateral damage anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what do they do? What do they give you to combat that? To rebuild your cells?
You got to. Your cells regenerate on its own. So you just gotta. Ain't nothing they can give you. Once it's done, you gotta wear off. It's time. Yeah.
That's what it is, because they can't give you like nothing for it.
No. She just
give you something for nausea. Eat some toast bread.
So they treat your symptoms. They treat your symptoms after chemo.
Well, it ain't.
No, it's just time out there.
You gotta wear off. If they pump the poison, then it's poison.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing good about chemo. It just does what it does.
Because I was watching the movie and the lady had to have the chemo bag covered. That lady, what that lady?
Oh, that's what I was on. That's what I was on. The brown. It was a brown. That was tired, but the light couldn't hit it. It was a brown bag. If it hit it,
that singer lady. What's her name? Oh, Sharon Jones.
Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon Jones.
Jones is her name. I just was watching her because she had chemo too. She's a singer. Yeah. She's a jazz singer.
Mine was
and they followed her.
Oh man, what was that? I had 3 different ones. I was on 3 different chemo, man. I was on the strong one, but I wasn't on the Red Devil. That's the strongest of the strong. I wasn't on that because I didn't need.
Why they call it the Red Devil?
Because it knocks you out. It knocks you for a loop. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. Your hair fall out. You shrink up. You get sick. You throw up. Yeah. That's the.
That must be what my friend Cynthia Gallo had.
They give it to breast cancer. You usually have.
She had breast cancer. She's a breast cancer survivor.
That's what most of breast cancer.
They call it the Red Devil.
When she went through it, she used to call me crying. Like just profusely crying.
Because that's why I said like with netting and stuff like that. You know, some people can't do it.
But she didn't want to do any chemo, right?
Yeah, she said she can do it. It made her sick and everything. And, you know, I have swollen out and stuff. She did it. She did it before. You know, she did it around. But she said she couldn't do it no more. She could. Man. Like that last one, she couldn't do it. And I get it.
I did 12. They slammed me. My doctor said they slammed me. I had 2 years worth of chemo in 4 months.
Yeah.
She said she couldn't even look at me because she knew. And I used to be sitting in infusion, and I see her passing, and she was like, and I used to tell her, I said, Tyra, this heifer walked in and ain't even saying nothing to me. I said, but she told me afterwards, after all of it was over, she told me. She said, Eric, you remember I used to walk in there? She said, I used to see you. She said, but I knew what I had to do to you. She said, I couldn't look at you in your face knowing what I was about to do to you. She said, I couldn't take it. She told me that. She said, no, I couldn't look at you like that. She said, so I saw you. She's like, I used to think you was ignoring me. She was like, no, I wasn't ignoring you. She said, I couldn't look at you. I know you was about. She said I was about to fuck you up. That's what she told me. She said, "Pardon my French. I was about to fuck you up." That's what she told me. Yeah, and she was fucking me up. I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Oh shit. What the fuck is going on?" Tyra's like, "This is Bellevue." Oh fuck. Oh shit. I was like, "Fuck." I said, "Oh, I can't take you." I said, "Damn."
It's crazy.
I was like, "Woo."
And the crazy part is,
Shit, boy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do nothing. I was so hungry. I wanted everything.
Yeah.
I'll bite it. I ain't want shit.
Yeah.
I'll bite it. I was like, nah.
You don't want it. Yep.
Yep. I'm talking about you got so much food, Tony.
Yeah. And couldn't eat it.
So much everything. This, that, and everything I wanted. She was getting it. She was. I said, I don't want this.
But you wasn't
I don't want that. Yeah. I craved it.
It just sit there.
Mm-mm.
You just sit there till you have to throw it away.
They say usually cancer patients be the hardest patients to deal with because they get so mean.
Yeah, some of them. But guess what? When you meet like that,
I just did. Thank you. I ain't never know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when you meet like that.
You show me something.
You learn something new every day, baby. Stick with me. I can show you a lot. I
am so not social media savvy.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, but no, that's why too. The people, my situation, I never posted. I got off social media, but I never
did too
posted.
for a long
I
time.
never talked about it. I never, because it wasn't the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with life. You dealing with life and that, and I ain't had time to deal with. I discovered it in a short period of time, and I only had.
You were on the clock, baby.
Yeah,
like Rocky said, you were on deck.
Yeah.
Well,
My doctor told me 4 months. My doctor told me 4 months.
Jesus.
I said 4 months. Remember, you laughing, but hey, listen. When they told me, I swear to God, they told me, listen to me. I'm in there. I'm gung ho and all this stuff. And when they talk about going to treatments and stuff, and Tyra, they asking them the hard hitting questions and all this stuff, and they asked me, do you? So I'm just, like I said, I ain't thinking nothing going on right? So I asked the nurse practitioner, I said, so when we finish this treatment, when we finish this, what's next? Right? And so she looked at that, all doom, and she coming out all doom and gloom, all sad and stuff. Tara said, I don't like this woman. She said, I don't like her spirit. She said, every time she come here, she don't never got nothing good to say, talking about her grandfather died from what I have or whatever and stuff like that.
I found out that my OBGYN, when I went to her and I was telling her the story, and she was like, oh, that's a horrible disease. My dad died from that.
That's what she told me, just like that.
I said, lady, I didn't tell you my brother was dead. I said, my brother's alive. He's a survivor. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, yes, he's alive. She said, well, very good, because people don't survive that.
And then, right. She told me, I'm telling you her specific, exact words to me, and I remember this like it was yesterday. She said, I said, so what happened? She said, well, if you were 60 years old, you would be in hospice. I said, I would be in hospice? She said, yeah. I said, nah. I said, I don't think so. I said, why? She said, well, this disease you got, she said, people don't make it out of. My grandfather, I said, so, she said, I said, so what's next? She said, no, I don't know. But you being stage 4 and all, and that was the first time I heard stage 4. My doctor never told me. My oncologist never told me. Nobody never mentioned it. So asked her what I asked her. I said, well, what's stage? I said, well, what's after stage 4? She did this. I said, what you looking at? What the hell you looking at? I said, what the hell you looking at? She said, there's no more after stage 4. Oh. She gave me like that. I was like, that's when it fucked with me.
That's when it really hit.
That's when I was like, whoa. I'm like, and then I said, you know what? I said, let me tell you something. I sat back, I thought about it for a second. Because it knocked me, it took me took the breath out of me when she told me that. And I was just sitting, I'm talking about Tanya, I'm solely oblivious to everything, anything cancer, anything, whatever. And I asked her, I said, so when we finish with the treatments, because she was telling about my chemo treatment, I said, so when we finish with the treatments, what's next? And she was like, oh, I don't know. Because you're stage 4 and all. And I said, well, what's after stage 4? I said, what's the next stage after stage 4? She looked at the sky like that. And I looked at Tara. I said, why she looking at the sky? Why she looking up there?
Next step.
She said, And then I said, hold up. I said, what the hell? I said, no. I said, I looked at it. I thought, like I said, I thought about it. I paused. And I thought about it. And I turned my head. And I cocked my head to the side. And I did that. I said, lady, let me tell you something. I said, I don't give a damn. Fuck my friends. If I'm stage 8, I'm going to fucking make it. I said, I know people come in and sit in here every day. And they say they're going to kick cancer's ass. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. I said, but I'm an anomaly. I said, I always have been. I said, you ain't never seen nothing like me. I said, I walked in here, didn't I? She said, yeah. I said, watch me walk out this motherfucker. I told her just like that. I said, I'm going to walk in and I'm going to walk out the same way at the end. I said, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I said, no disrespect. I said, I know a lot of people coming in. I know a lot of people say that. They're going to kick cancer, they're going to fight cancer. But I never had the mindset. People say that, but the mindset don't be there. Because when the rubber meets the road, you gotta answer that. You gotta answer the challenge. Because it's gonna be some times it's gonna make a bitch out of you. It's gonna make you buy. It's gonna make you.
Going on going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, make you rethink everything you ever did
in life. Every bad thing you've ever done, every person you've ever hurt, every person you've ever talked crap to, everything you done did wrong, all the time you done stole candy from your mama, all to make you feel okay. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, it strips you, man. It makes you face yourself in the mirror. It makes you face yourself and just be like I was saying, me and Rick was talking about, you either fight or flight.
Right.
You know, you fight or you gonna flight.
Right.
Ain't no other way.
Right.
Ain't no in between.
Right.
Ain't no way around it.
We had told me shipment, but at the same time, like, this one, we ain't going out like that. This what you do. You do this, and this, and then you add.
That's what he told me. He said,
this
is how you do this here.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Remember when you came here? You was getting ready to go on the ship.
When? I came a lot of times when they go to ship.
Okay, this was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying about the problem you have with the throwing up and the this and that.
The
and I
accolades.
asked you, yeah. And I asked you, the doctor that you were seeing, I said, you sure he didn't see nothing inside of you when he was kept going down in your throat and all that? You said, no. He said, but you said that the doctor said that I had to get that fixed because it could turn into cancer. You don't remember that conversation we had here?
Yeah. And he's the doctor. He was the doctor that discovered it. He discovered it. Because he sent me, what happened was, remember I had the surgery in 2020. I had the surgery in 2020 for the achalasia. And he fixed it when he went in and redid all that and rerouted my lower intestines and all that stuff.
Right.
He went and fixed that. And after that, I didn't throw. He said, I would never, he told me, he said, you'll never throw up again. He said, so even if you were to drink again, which I haven't since then or whatever, he said, if you were to drink whatever, he said, you could be sick. He said, you have a hangover, but you'll be really sick. You know what I'm saying? He said, because you can't, most people, when they get drunk, they have a hangover, they throw up.
You gotta let it out.
You gotta, he said, you'll really be messed up if you don't. So that's why, I ain't drink because of that, but I was just not drinking no more. So, but I was like, fuck it, I ain't fucking around. Once I heard that, I ain't messing around no more. So, when he said, you'll never throw up again. And I was asleep. It was like a year later. Everything was good. Everything was going good. Everything was cool and stuff. So, like a year later, and I ate something one night, and in the middle of my sleep, I threw up. I coughed all out, and I coughed and I threw up, and I called him that Monday, and I said, hey man, I said Doc, I thought you said I wasn't gonna never throw up again. I said, well, I threw up in my sleep again. He was like, well, come in, I want to see you. He said, because sometimes I might have to do a little tweaking to the surgery or whatever. So I went and seen him. He said, this is what's gonna happen. He said, I'm gonna see you for an ultrasound of your gallbladder. Mm-hmm. And he said, if everything okay, we'll make the adjustments or whatever. If your gallbladder, you might have to take it out or whatever. So I'm thinking that's what it was. So he got the results back from that, and he said, I didn't see anything really abnormal with it. He said, but I saw some things. He said, so I'm just gonna send you for an MRI just to make sure. And that's how they found it. I had
So that cancer was brewing in you
Yeah.
when I was asking you them questions.
Yeah.
But
you just didn't know.
I didn't know.
mine started like that. You know, mine started like when I used to eat them Zantac all the time and stuff like that. Cause I had GERD. I had acid reflux. Bad. And that's what I used to tell mom. I said, you know, the doctor said, you know, when you have it like that, you don't supposed to eat peppermints or nothing like that. Cause you know,
I love peppermints.
You're not supposed to eat what?
Peppermints. I got peppermints right now.
I keep peppermints.
Yeah. You don't supposed to eat peppermints or nothing like that.
So you eat peppermint, what it do?
You know, it agitated and stuff like that. Because you go acid reflux, the GERD to, you know, like you said, Kevin do the same thing.
Every now and
he
again,
jump up.
I don't throw up, but I'll get it real bad.
Vicky was throwing up like that. Vicky would jump up and throw up in her sleep. I think like most of us did have the same thing.
I was doing that for years though,
But
man.
me too. I jump on and you can't have to catch yourself.
Oh,
you have to run to the bathroom. And come up and go
So
down.
let me ask you this. If you would have had a colonoscopy, they would have found that in you?
No, I had a colonoscopy.
And they didn't find it in
Nope.
you? Because they're supposed to go all the way through your intestines.
It was black.
Oh, your intestines was blocked.
Yeah, it was black. It was in my bowel.
Oh.
And they noticed the blockage. If they would have noticed the blockage, then they would have known it was cancer. Cause I didn't know
If you would have got a colonoscopy and they would have went up there, they would have noticed the blockage, you say?
I mean, they didn't notice it. They didn't know. I took a colonoscopy. 2 months before I found out that I had cancer. Because I didn't even know I had cancer. I didn't even know. I didn't know I had cancer after the day after I had the Whipple surgery. They'll tell Lisa everything, but they didn't tell me nothing. Like I told you, I hear her crying in the bathroom or whatever, and I said, "What's wrong with you?" She's like, "Nothing." I said, "God, stop lying. What's what they say?"
Oh man, I remember when I found out on my chart.
Yeah, right. When you
And
read,
they need to stop that
You
for
read.
real. Because I found out I had a little scar
doctor
on my
was-
lungs after I had COVID, and I was like, "What that is in my chest?"
My doctor,
They need to cut that out right
My
now.
surgeon
I told
was,
they need to just cut that out.
my surgeon after he sent me for the MRI. He went on vacation, so it hit my chart before he had a chance to tell me. I called his nurse because Tyra seen what it was. I showed her my chart, and she looked. That's who told me what it was.
because when she called me, she had called me and asked me. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
was like,
she
"Dude,
told me
what?"
I had cancer. She was like, and she would sit down, she started crying. And she was just crying. She was reading my things. I said, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
She said, "Eric, you have cancer?" I said, "I ain't got no goddamn cancer."
Yeah.
How you crazy?
Yeah, because when you had called me, when
Because she called her friend at the who used to work at the American Cancer Society in Noonan, and she worked with the oncologist stuff, and she had the oncologist to read the report. And she asked me, I remember she asked me, they said, "Where is he right now?" She said, "Standing right in front of me." "Is he working?" She said, "Yeah, he worked, you know." He's like, "Nah, he need to go to the hospital right now." Is it
That my chart is bad.
He said he had a 10-inch millimeter or centimeter on my liver. And I called I hung up with them and called my and they said, she told me, she said, "Eric, it said metastasized." I ain't know metastasized or nothing.
Yeah. I told you what it was. Remember I told you what it was.
She said outside your body. I said, "Outside my body?" I said, "Ain't nothing outside my damn body."
You know what I mean? The spread is.